3-2, as you're going to see, is a lot more of a review, but it is one of the tougher concepts in accounting, which is payroll. And we are going to be using some of the information from 3-1, which I'm not going to scroll up, but I will tell you where it's at. As you can see, the first chart, just a little bit of a review. You have done this before. You're going to use the FICA taxable salary for hardware to figure out your Social Security number and your Medicare number. You're going to use the unemployment taxable salary to figure out unemployment federal and unemployment state. And then you add up those four numbers that you calculate to get your 71403. And we add down the columns once you do paint administrative, and that's how you get your totals for each. Now we're going to go down below in the cash payments journal, which again, as I said, is the part that is tricky. And as you see it, you're going to say, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. The first thing is the salary expense hardware, which is given to you right here. That's 7605.8. Salary expense paint, same column. Salary expense administrative, and those are all debits because they're expenses. Employee income tax payable federal. That's where we have to go back to 3-1, work together. And we go back to the payroll register. And right here we got 1305. You also see state income tax, federal state income tax of 776.92. So we go back down to our 3-2, work together. And as you can see, we have 1305. That's going to be a credit because it's a payable. Again, state is 776.92, credit, payable. Then we have our Social Security tax payable, 963.38. That comes from right here. Medicare, 225.31. They have 3130. It's going to be a penny off one way or another. Health insurance premium, 588. Now again, that information is going to come from up here on the work together problem. And health insurance and your life insurance are given to you right there. So you're going to have to flip back and forth a little bit to get that information. And our total goes over here in the cash credit. On the 10th, again, it asks you to record the employer's payroll taxes for the pay period ended. So on the general journal, we have our payroll taxes expense, 71403, payroll taxes expense, 510, payroll taxes expense administrative, and you get 28001. And those are the ones that you calculated in this table, which is kind of handy. And then your Social Security, Medicare, unemployment, federal, and state are also calculated in that table as well. Okay, as you can see, that's where we pulled those numbers from. So kind of nice, you've got all that information right there. Now on the 15th, it wants you to pay employees federal income tax withholding, Social Security tax, Medicare tax liabilities for the pay period ended July 3rd, check number 265. So employee income tax payable federal, 1305. We get that number right here. Social Security tax payable. Okay, as you can see, that is not the same number. Remember, the employer and the employee have to pay in. So that number is doubled, and it always will be. Medicare is in the same boat. The employer and the employee have to pay, so that is doubled. So then you add those up, and that's how you get 3682.38 in your cash credit. And on the 29th, paid federal income tax, 745.84, and state unemployment tax 5,034.44 for the quarter ended June 30th, check number 270. So those are tax payables. We're going to pay them. So we're going to debit general for the amounts given and credit our cash. And that is 3-2.